What's up? Thank y'all for tuning in to Dr. Johnson Big Homie. Just one more time, I'm talking to y'all from Big Homie's perspective. Not affiliated with any gang or anything like that. It's more so of the mentor, somebody in your community and your family that can, lead you, guide you, give you good advice to help improve your life. You know what I'm saying? So this is no way affiliated with any kind of gang or any kind of things like that. This is all about elevation and elevation of people that want to do good and have opportunities to do good. So, that's where I'm coming at you today from Big Homie and where Big Homie come from. I come from Shiloh. That's my community in Lee Walker Heights. That's the local community right here where I'm from. And Shiloh is where I learned to be who I am. And also in Lee Walker Heights, I had big homies, people that were my cousins, my uncles, my dad. And you got to think, not everybody has a dad. So, but everybody has someone in that community that can give them good advice as a dad would. So that would come from someone that would consider themselves or be known as big homie, a big dog, depending on the community. But, this big homie for all of those out there. And I'm reaching out to you all, especially to the people, the men and women that have, not always been in education. And the reason I talk about education is for the fact that, if you're not an athlete, you're not a great athlete to go pro, you can't sing or dance or be a great entertainer, but you can learn, you can gain a skill set. And over time, you can develop that skill set. And then you can take that and, make you a living. What I was taught formal education, that'll help you make a living. But self education, man, that'll help you make a fortune. And that's from, Will Smith, a quote from Will Smith. And that makes a lot of sense. And I respect that, So, I just thinking back, if you don't have those great athletic skills or entertainment skills or artists or anything like that, well, you got to have education. You got to have a skill set. And not everybody got to be a doctor or a lawyer or nothing like that. Just get through high school. And if you can get through high school, then you got all the basics of education, of reading, writing, and thinking and things of that nature. And then you can take it and just go and live in the world and make a great contribution to the world. So, that's why I'm coming to you from a big homie perspective. And anybody, like I say from the beginning, anybody that has lost someone to the streets, the street game, the hustle game, or anything like that, this is for you. We don't always have to be out there hustling and things of that nature. When I was young, I thought I had to hustle, but that wasn't the way. When I went off to college at North Carolina A&T, guess what? I seen people that looked like me. I love all people. But these were people that were black and they were doing good things. They were professionals. They wasn't hustling. They wasn't on the street corners. They was in classrooms and conference rooms and making changes in the world. So, I was in between two worlds, whether I want to live the street life or continue that route or whether I want to go and live, a regular life, working every day and owning my own business. So I just had to, I felt compelled to have a message for those who wanted to get out of that street life and want their children out of that street life. I don't want my kids anywhere near it. I had to grow up in it early. I had to get out there and go get it. If nothing else, if I didn't have my education, I know how to go get it. But thank God, I've chose and had a gift to do something different, which is teaching and educating. So I don't have to do that. I don't have to sell dope. I'm not selling hope, and hope is real. And that's, it's not that what you see, it's what you have in your mind. You got to see the beginning from the, see the end from the beginning, if that makes sense. So, I'm just coming to you from that perspective. When I was growing up, my cousins, Big P Rice, he helped me out. Some other homies in the community. When I was at the dice game on the corner, these were the men that would say like, "Hey, nah, Lil Dove," that was the name that I was coming up, Lil Dove. You might not want to do this, man. Go to school, get your education. This not the lifestyle that you want. So I had to make a decision. One of my good friends did go pro football. He did. He played ball. He did it all. But we all didn't have that. But we did have a mindset that we can gain a skill set. So that's where we're coming from. So I just want to let you know, and I'm talking to the parents and those in high school and some maybe in middle school. I'm trying to tell you, like, you got opportunities out there that you got to prepare yourself when those opportunities arise. When they come up, you got to be ready. You know, you've done your homework, you've done the classwork, you've done everything. So now you're just preparing yourself for opportunities that's gonna come, from all that hard work. So, you know, um, reaching out to y'all and getting our kids right. It was the big homies that kept me off the streets. It was the big homies. They wasn't no teachers. They wasn't no doctors, lawyers, or none of that. They ain't have nothing but the hustle. They hustled on them streets. And they told me, get off them streets, man. Get off these streets. Go get your education and do your thing, little dog. Go do what you do. And that's why I'm here, because I'm trying to reach out to another little homie, another student, another person, and bring them and pull them to where we don't have to be lost to the street game. And this song, has been inspired by a song, Dope Game, and no way near that, anything like that, but I lost several family members to the game. I got tired of seeing my grandmama, we get that phone call, oh, so-and-so in jail, oh, so my grandmama would break down and cry. I'm like, man, we not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep visiting prisons and courtrooms and jailhouses. We not going to do that. We going to college and we going to conference rooms and we going to make a change in this world. So it starts with you. It starts with your community. This, again, Dr. Johnson, big homie. I'm talking to you from my community perspective. And you see it. We all kings. We all coming up. And that's what it's about. So I got to, coming from my neighborhood and my street, you know what I'm saying? I'm obligated to help as many young men and women in my community as possible. And until my last breath, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm out here, they out there. Let's get together. Let's make these things happen. Let's grow together. Let's don't be afraid of each other. Let's get together. Let's grow together. So that's what it's about. So just reaching out to you. This is Dr. Johnson, big homie, one more time. And tune in. Share this with as many people as you can. And I also appreciate all those who shared my first video, my first few videos, man. I really appreciate that. Share it, get it out. If you on my YouTube channel, Dr. Johnson, the big homie, check it out, hit like, subscribe, and share. And let's just keep that in mind. But education is our key. If you're not a great athlete, if you're not a great entertainer or a great artist, but you still got to eat like all of those above. You got to eat and below. You got to eat. You got to take care of yourself and take care of your family and those around you. Man, you better have an education. And I ain't talking about the highest levels, but you better be able to read, write, and think for yourself, and then you can do anything. And I got to share that with you. So that's what's up. Again, Dr. Johnson, big homie. Check us out, and peace.